From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. These guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Allen, the man in motion left. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And a Raider first down.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. The Raiders come in looking for win number 8 on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 2-yard line.
Ready?
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
37-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run forward with Hampton. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Able to get away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Here we go.
A run. It's Genty. A good burst there. Gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he's taken down inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
The completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got him with the lead. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hampton will score. Touchdown Chargers. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Yeah, they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And 10 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the...
So halftime here out west. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brings up third
Now, right
down.
where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Herbert now. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Touchdown, Raiders! Ashton Genty, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now it's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Chargers.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Omarion Hampton. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
14. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
first down, Raiders.
Up the middle, it's Genty. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Genty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 60 yards. And the Chargers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. A good-looking return set up here. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So